Hey fellow babies, welcome to the Pack Castle. This is my home. Rohan's not going to show the front porch because some idiot will post my address on Facebook or Twitter and tell people to come here and stalk me. But we're in Long Beach. It's a beautiful day outside. My kids are in junior guard swimming in the bay right now. My dog's asleep on the carpet. My wife is off getting a massage. Life is good. Our next question comes from Twitter from @HeathRichards. Hey Pack, I work at Burger King and I noticed on October 25th we receive Wii U toys. Could this be the release date / window? Could be. I'm about to go on my rant on Nintendo. For whatever reason, Nintendo just does not think that people need to know when their damn console's coming out. I had some words with a Nintendo PR guy at E3, and he asked me how I thought Nintendo did at E3, and I said I thought that you guys sucked. And he said, "What do you mean? You know, we're Nintendo, we're great." And I said, "Well, you didn't give us release date or pricing on the Wii U." And he said, "We never give that stuff at E3." And I go, "Okay, so what you're saying is you've always sucked, and you're going to continue to suck." I go, "Consumers care. They care what you're going to charge them, and they care when it's coming out. It shouldn't be a secret." I think we see that, you know, companies like Take-Two with Rockstar Games withhold information about titles, and I don't think that helps at all. Doesn't drive any buzz, doesn't drive any interest. I saw a leak out of Germany a week or so ago. Amazon.com in Deutschland had the Wii U listed for €399, which is pretty damn expensive, and coming out on December 21st. So the answer to your question is yes, October 25th could be the release date. So could December 21st. Who cares? Nintendo will tell you when they feel like it. And until they tell you, let's not speculate. Let's just not worry about Nintendo until they get around to deciding to do some PR and letting people know that their products are coming out. I don't want to build any more suspense for the Wii U. We have a question from Common Lewis. Dear Mr. Pachter, will we see a decrease in video games ported from Japan due to the difference in the yen and American dollar? Also, how will it impact Japanese-based companies in terms of profit, revenue, etc.? We don't see very many games ported from Japan, period. But those that are ported, the dollar-yen exchange rate really doesn't have anything to do with it. They're ported, you know, it doesn't cost much to port a game. It literally costs a couple $100,000. You're really talking about just localizing the language. So, you know, a game like Xenoblade, I mean, literally just changing the titles from Japanese characters to English characters and then changing the voiceover work. That's hundreds of thousands of dollars. And those games generate millions of dollars in revenue. So it's always a profit deal, always worth it. The question about exchange rates impacting Japanese-based companies, as the yen strengthens and the dollar weakens, what that really means is that the yen can buy more dollars. So what that means is that if Nintendo sells something that they used to sell for $50 and the yen now buys more dollars, they have to essentially sell it for $60 in order to make the same profit as they made a couple of years ago at $50. So it's a teeter-totter, but a strong local currency, so it works the same way for US publishers if another currency appreciates against theirs. If your currency appreciates against the foreign currency, you make less profit. If your currency weakens against the foreign currency, you make more profit. So when you see things like the yen, the euro, the dollar moving around, the way it's been working, the yen appreciates, so the Japanese guys lose. The euro is the weakest of those currencies, so the European-based publishers, Ubisoft, benefit immensely. The dollar kind of in between, so they're kind of neutral, but the US guys actually don't do as well when the dollar strengthens against the euro. The Japanese guys have been doing terribly for a long time, mostly because the yen has been so strong. So good economics question. Check out Wikipedia, they'll give you a lot more on that. What a great name. We have a question from Twitter from @PrayForRain, P-R-E-Y, that's a good one. The upcoming South Park RPG game is multi-platform, But why did XBLA get 2 exclusive South Park titles? Because they paid for them. I have to say, something I like about Microsoft, and I honestly think in a really small way, it allowed Microsoft to eat Sony's lunch this cycle. Microsoft is not afraid to spend money on things that don't look like a good idea at the time. They spent a ton of money on Call of Duty map packs, getting them exclusive for 1 month. And if you paid attention, pretty much every Call of Duty download that came out for the last 5 years has been an Xbox Live exclusive for 30 days. And I remember talking to Rob Dyer, who is no longer at Sony, he's now at Zynga, in charge of third-party developer relations. And Rob said, boy, if you saw how much Microsoft spent on that, it's not worth it. And I believed Rob at the time, and all I know is people say, all my friends are playing on Xbox, I gotta get an Xbox. And Call of Duty's been the game that's been driving Xbox sales. It is crazy because they probably in the aggregate spent something like $1 million per download, as you know, to get it for 30 days. They probably in the aggregate spent something like $20 million, and they sold a lot more Xboxes as a result. So I think getting these little niche exclusives is very smart. South Park is one of those titles that resonates with the Xbox Live audience. It is the show that, you know, that 14 to 34-year-old boys watch. I think that they're gonna like it. I saw the game at E3, and Obsidian did it. I told Fergus Urquhart that it was honestly the best thing I saw at E3. I was amazed at how perfect they did everything. The voices were perfect. It looked like you were watching a South Park video and you were actually controlling the characters. Really, really well done. I think the game's going to kill it, and I think that they did a phenomenal job. And Fergus came to my E3 party, so we like him. All right, fellow babies, thanks for joining us on this week's Pach-Attack. If you have questions, please submit them to the link below or send them to me at Michael Pachter on Twitter. If you follow me, I'll answer them. If you have a question that you want aired on Pach-Attack, please copy at Rohan Likes Pants, because Rohan picks the questions.